So while we haven't seen Carl Edwards on the track in quite some time, he had an incredible career, gave us so many amazing moments on that racetrack, and now he is a Hall of Fame nominee. Carl, congratulations. It's so awesome to see you. Thank you so much for taking some time to join us today.
Thanks a lot, Shannon. This is, I can't think of a more welcome break to all the craziness that's going on right now. This is a huge surprise to me, and just happy to be here talking to you about this.
Yeah, before we get into the Hall of Fame nomination, let's talk about that. Certainly a crazy and scary time right now. Your wife, Kate, she's a doctor continuing to work, wearing that hero badge as so many of our medical professionals are. How's this time been for you and your family?
We've learned a lot, and I just can't say enough about Kate. Every single healthcare professional right now is not only balancing everything they do at the office or at the hospital, but I can attest they're answering their phone every 30 minutes because, friends, family, neighbors, people have questions, and Kate has just been unbelievable. So she's great, and I'm really proud of her, and just thankful to her and everyone that's working to help people out right now.
All right, let's talk about what's going on here. The nomination for you, such an honor, really is telling of how much you impacted this sport. You impacted all of us and all of the race fans. What did you think when you heard you were nominated?
I guess it's humbling, because as I look at the other guys, on that list, I think of everything they've contributed to the sport, by far more than I've contributed to the sport. And it just, I guess for me, it reminds me of how many people helped me, how much success we actually had. To go over that sheet that Randy Fuller's, put together, and to think about all those wins, that's been really special. And the biggest thing for me is to get all the text messages from all of the crew members, crew chiefs, and to think back through all the folks that actually put all this together. It's really a fun trip down memory lane, and just a huge honor and very humbling.
How much has this nomination been sort of the catalyst for you to think back on your career? Have you done it up until this point, or has this sort of been the thing that sparked that?
Well, in bits and pieces, of course. I think about my career all the time. Like I said to Dave Moody the other night, NASCAR gave me basically a life, everything. I carry it with me every day, all the lessons I learned, the friendships. But this has been different. I've thought about Mike Mittler and Jack Roush, Pierre Coutel, Doug Richer, all there were 50 or 60 people who loaned me parts for my first championship at Capitol Speedway in a dirt modified. And I remember writing a list of all those folks. So to me, this has been the most since I stopped racing, that I've thought about each one of those people, each one of the accomplishments, how much went into this. And it's really a time for me to just to stop and think about how fortunate I am, and how much fun I got to have racing.
So who told you that you were nominated? Who was the one that gave you the call? You pick up the phone. What do they say, and who is it?
So I was actually out with my brother in the woods. We were doing some work, and I came back to my phone, and Dave Moody had texted me. I had to read it twice. I thought, what? And I told my brother, I said, you can't be serious. And I went outside and I told my brother, I said, man, they put me up like at the nomination for, Hall of Fame. He said, why? And I said, I don't know. Yeah, it's just crazy. And I can't say enough about all the people at NASCAR, everyone that, that even, thought to put me up for this nomination. The other guys, Ricky Rudd, Larry Phillips, Harry Gant, Neil Bond, all these folks, Dale Jr., Jeff Burton, they're all heroes to me. So just to be included in that group is spectacular, and it really warmed my heart, and like I said, it's very humbling.
Really have to thank Carl Edwards for taking a few minutes to catch up with us here. Great to see him and hear from him. And if you want to hear more of that interview, check out RaceHub on April 22nd. We're going to have a Hall of Fame show with our Hall of Famers, Jeff Gordon and Bobby Labonte. You don't want to miss it, 6 p.m. on FS1.
For the best access, perspective, and personalities in all of sports, follow us at Fox Sports on Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube.
For more great NASCAR on Fox content, subscribe to our channel. It's somewhere right around here.